Okay, Microsoft Word 2021, Chapter 7, Working with Loan Documents. Learning objectives. After studying this chapter, you'll be able to format with styles, create and manage custom styles, customize bullets and numbering, navigate loan documents, format loan tables, and add captions. Formatting with text styles. A style is a collection of formats such as a font style and size, alignment, spacing, and so on. Styles are based on a document's template theme. The default word style is normal. The styles gallery displays on the ribbon. The styles task pane allows for more options. And then also you're able to do custom styles. So last week we worked with some of the themes, some of the other things that you were able to do when it came to formatting your Word document, making it a little bit easier for you to navigate. So going into this week, we're just gonna, some of these documents that you might create are going to be very long. So this will help you work with those documents and then basically apply different styles throughout the document that you're going to be working on. Okay, so getting into that, we're going to go ahead and open up W7D1 Sick Kids. And the first thing we're going to do is do a save as. So file, save as. W7D1 Sick Kids revised. Make sure you are saving it on your thumb drive. Once again, very important. Okay, so we're renaming that to Sick Kids Revised. We're going to go ahead and select the Raritan Clinic East heading at the top of the document. So that's going to be right here. We're going to go to Home in the ribbon. We're going to go to Font, which is going to be the subheading. We're going to choose the font menu drop down and choose Tahoma. So you can type in there if it makes it easier. And then on the font size, we're going to 24. So once again, you could type in those fields and it changes it for you compared to having to scroll through what you're looking for. Once you have selected those two, we're going to go ahead and center the paragraph. So if you go under the home in the ribbon, paragraph, and then we're going to select center, which is going to be this icon here.
Font size 24, you said?
Yes, font size is going to be 24.
Okay.
Okay, so after we centered the paragraph, we're going to go to the Home and Styles dialog box launcher to display the Styles task pane. So that's going to be underneath the Styles heading here. And we're going to click on the launcher to bring that out. So on little, yes, yes. And that should pop out a box for you. At the bottom of the task pane, we're going to go to New Style. So that's going to be the A with the plus. And that's going to basically create a new style for us.
Oh, one of those, little boxes.
So we're on page 225 for anyone that needs to follow along. We have a couple of things to type on number 8. For the name, we're going to type in dock head. It's going to be a paragraph. And then we want both the style based on is normal and the style for following paragraph is going to be normal. And then the formatting should be your Tahoma 24. Yes, once you're done, go ahead and hit OK. So once you're done with that, go ahead and hit OK. So now we have added that style to our styles dialog box over here for dock head. So if you ever wanted to reuse it, that style's already been created with that font, with the size, being centered, all that work that you just did. If you ever wanted to reuse it, you're able just to click on that one simple style and have it be used over and over and over without having to make all those changes at once. Now we're going to create a style definition for the subheading of the top of the document. So we're going to click in the childhood disease seminar. So click in the childhood disease seminar subheading. Click on the new style button at the bottom of the styles task pane. So exactly where we were before. So for the name, we're going to call it subhead 1. It's going to be paragraph. And then we're going to do normal and normal again.
What's the name of the subject?
Subhead 1. At the very bottom, we're going to select format. We're going to select font. And that's going to bring up a font window. So when you go down to format, okay.
I see it there. You answered that.
Okay, so we're gonna do the font as Tahoma. We want the size is gonna be 14. And then we want to select the box that says small caps. And then we're going to select OK.
Regular, 18.
After that, we're going to click on Format once again. Okay. Okay, so we're going to Format once again and going to Paragraph this time. And for the indent and spacing, we're going to go left. And outline level is going to be level 1. And then we're going to click OK. We're going to click the center button in the paragraph alignment group. So right here in your paragraph alignment, we want center. And then click OK. Okay, once you click OK, you should see that it centered that and applied the Tahoma font and put the size as 14. Okay, next we're gonna go down to where it says, in the next line, select WebMD. We're gonna format it with Arial 14. So up here in our font, we're just gonna choose Arial. Number 19. So font was Arial, size is 14. And then after that, we're gonna do another new style. So we're gonna hit the little plus again, the A with the plus in your style windows.
WebMD should still be highlighted.
Yes, that's fine.
Not to exit out.
No, no.
So you highlight it and then from the style. Okay.
So the new style name is gonna be Subhead 2. It's gonna be paragraph and then normal. So once you're done with that, go ahead and hit OK. So we're gonna scroll to page 3 on the document. We're gonna find the parents.com subheading. Go ahead and select that. And we're gonna select the subhead 2 style that we created. So we found parents.com on page 3, selected the subhead 2 style that we created and applied it to it. Okay. So scroll back up to page 1. We're going to place an insertion point in the RSV subheading. And we're going to go to Home Font and the Font menu button once again. So we're going to go ahead and choose Arial with the size 12. So for that one for RSV, it's going to be Arial with the size 12.
Yeah.
Once you're done with that, go ahead and click OK. And then we're going to add a brand new style again. So we're hitting the plus. And then this one is going to be a subhead 3. So this will be subhead 3. It's going to be paragraph and then normal and normal once again. And then we're clicking OK. Once you create that, we're going to go to ear infection and we're applying that subhead to ear infection. So you have glue ear, prop, hand, foot, and mouth disease, pink eye, and so forth. And those are all going to be subhead 3.
See anything after the fifth disease.
So modifying styles and clearing all formatting. So modifying the style using the styles task pane maintains consistency throughout a document, applies all changes to all text currently using that style. And then the clear all command removes styles and all other formatting from the text. So as we're going through and we're applying these styles or subhead 3, we make any changes to that subhead 3 style, it will go back and change all the places we put that style in the document. So it makes it very easy to go through and change formatting on different things throughout the document if you're using styles. So if we go back to our document, we're going to do a file save as. Same document, we're just doing a save as on it. And we're changing it to W7D2, Sick Kids Revised. And then hit save. We're going to hover the mouse pointer over subhead 3. So right over the subhead 3, you should get a little drop down menu. We're going to click on that menu and go to modify. So right over subhead 3, there should be a little drop down that you should be able to select, and we're going to modify. Once you select modify, we're going to click the italics icon, which is the little I under formatting. And then we're going to click OK. So now you should see wherever you selected the subhead 3, all those should now be italicized. Okay. So now we're going to select the Raritan Clinic East heading at the top of the document. Scroll to the top of the Styles task pane and click Clear All. So at the very top here, you should see Clear All. You should see that the formatting that we did to that is removed. It's no longer centered. It's no longer in a larger font. So all that stuff gets taken away. Okay, now we're going to go back to the Fonts Dialog Launcher box, still with the Raritan Clinic East highlighted. And we're going to put that back to Tahoma. 22 point for the size. We're going to select small caps. So Tahoma, 22 size in small caps. Once you're done with that, go ahead and hit OK. And then we're going to tell it under paragraph, we're going to tell it to center once again. So all we're doing is centering it back in the document. And once you're done, go ahead and save your document once again. So file and save. From the document. So if you remove it from the Styles task pane, any of that formatting that you did throughout that document will be removed. So getting into that, we're going to do another file save as on our document. So file save as, same document. Browse, make sure you're on your thumb drive. And this would be W7D3. Sick Kids Revised. Once you have your document saved, we're going to look for the docket style that should be in your right-hand side. We're going to click the little drop down, or you can right click on it. And we're going to tell it to remove from the styles gallery. Okay, once you tell it to remove from the styles gallery, it should have just been removed from your area on the right-hand side. So right here in your styles gallery, it just wouldn't be there anymore. So when you browse through, that docket is not in there anymore because we removed it from the styles gallery. On the very top in the ribbon, yeah, you shouldn't see it. So you still see it on the right-hand side because it's still part of that document. We still have that style inside of that document. So now we're going to hover the mouse pointer over docket in the styles task pane, which is here. And we're going to tell it to delete docket. So you can click on the drop down and we're going to say delete docket. You're going to get this little warning message saying, are you sure you want to delete this? Go ahead and click yes.
Style, you said, on that head?
Yes, on the little drop down arrow for docket. Yes.
Sure, yes.
And now finally, we're going to save it and then we're closing this file. Okay, customizing bullet and number formats. Define a number, picture, or font or alignment to customize a bullet or number. So usually in documents, we usually have bullets on things we want to stand out. Maybe on your resume, you have the number formats. Maybe you're listing something 1, 2, 3. You want to keep on going. You could customize how those look. You could have it be different icons, different symbols. You can have pictures if you want it to be. So you could customize the way that looks. You can use special characters such as a non-breaking space or a hyphen, and they're found in the symbol dialog box.
uh, the-
Okay, from there, go to your thumb drive. We're opening up W7D4. Once you have that open, we're doing a file save as. And this is going to be, make sure you browse to your thumb drive. This is going to be W7D4 Sick Kids Revised. And then hit save. So once you have that document saved, scroll down to page 4. And position your insertion point in symptom number 1, which is symptom number 1 is high fever.
So you don't count the cover?
Okay. So from there, we're going to go to home. And then we're going to the paragraphs menu. We're going to go to the bullet menu, which is going to be that drop down for your bullets. And we're going to choose the square bullet 1. So depending on your location, it might vary, but you want the square bullet.
Under the bullet library?
Yes.
Document bullet? Okay.
So go ahead and select that. Now you should see that your bullets have updated from circles to squares.
Didn't turn this white color.
Okay. Now we're going to go back to home and paragraph, back to the bullets menu drop down, and we're going to define a new bullet. So now we're going to create our own bullet style that we want. So we're going to, for the bullet character, we're going to go to symbol. Yes. Once you select symbol, we're going to go to the Wingdings font. And then scroll down and choose the symbol of C, which I. So if you're on page 231, it's number 5. So if you look on my screen, you can kind of see what it looks like. Yes. Once you find it, go ahead and click OK on it. And then we're going to click OK again to get out of this screen. So now if you look at your bullets on your page, you see that it changed to the new one we just selected. And then if you go back to your bullets menu, you should see that it's been added to your bullet library. So it's easier for you to find. So now we're going to right click on it under the bullet library. So under the bullet library, we're going to right click on the one that we just added in there, and we're going to tell it to remove. If you're in the bullet library, okay. Let's go ahead and save our document. Now we're going to do another file save as. Browse to your document or to your thumb drive. This will be W7D5, Sick Kids Revised.
W7D5.
Yes, W7D5, Sick Kids Revised. Okay, scroll to page 3 in your document and locate the 5th line in the Common Code paragraph. Page 3. And we want to position your insertion point after Fred. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're going to tap delete on your keyboard to remove the space. And then we're going to go to insert on the ribbon. We're going to go to symbols, which is the subheading. And then we're going to go to symbol once again. Yeah, symbol. And then we're going to choose more symbols. We're going to click on special characters, tab. And we're going to choose the non-breaking space.
Double click.
We're going to click on insert.
Like that. With this insert, it'll change it to a close, right? I was just thinking, yeah. Yeah.
So if you could see, the space has came back. The biggest reason that you would do something like this is if it's on the edge of the page and you want those to be the words always together. It's a non-breaking space, so that way if it won't wrap around to the next line, it will always be together. So yep, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So backspace.
So now we're going to position the insertion point after the column following the last name. And we're going to delete the space. Yes. And then we're going to do the same thing. Insert symbol, more symbols, special characters, non-breaking space, and then we're gonna do insert.
And then cancel.
And then close.
Cancel.
Insert and then close. Okay, now we're gonna scroll to the 6th line in the next paragraph. And notice a doctor's name that starts at the end of the line. So it should say says J. So place your insertion point at the Y, and we're going to tap delete. So after the Y, we're tapping delete. So now it should be one word for his first and last name. And now we're going to do the other way of inserting this, and we're going to press Control or hold down the Control key, press Shift, and then press the space bar. And that should give it a non-breaking space.
Same time,
Yes.
control shift,
And then space.
all at the same time.
Yes. And then once you're done with that, we're going to do the same thing, use the same technique to replace the space following the comma after the last name. So we're going to do a delete and then Control Shift space. After the comma. Space. And then we're going to locate Dr. Herench, I don't know how to pronounce that. Name starting at the end of the 6th line, and then Flusa paragraph. Okay, so we're finding the doctor. And we're going to replace the space between doctor and his last name with a non-breaking space. Yes, Control Shift space after you delete that space that was already there. And then we're going to save the document. Okay, navigating loan documents. The navigation pane provides three primary ways to move around a document: headings, pages, and results. So you could choose a method for locating the search term. To navigate with bookmarks, assign a name to each to text or objects, and then choose the name from the bookmark dialog box. So splitting a window allows you to display two different areas of a loan document on one screen. So you can have a split bar where you're able to scroll through the document. Okay, so we're gonna do another file save as. Browse. Make sure you're in your thumb drive, and we're gonna call this W7D6. Sick Kids Revised. Okay. We're gonna choose View from the ribbon at the very top. We're gonna go to Show, and then we're gonna go to Navigation pane. And for your search document, we're gonna type in code, C-O-L-D. Choose the results option at the top of the navigation page and click the fourth result, common code. So we want to switch over to results tab, and then we want to select common code. And then the document, it will search all the way or bring you to that page, to that heading. So results and then common code. Click the headings option on the top of the navigation pane. So over here on the left, we're going to the headings. And then we're going to select ear infection. As you can tell, it will move you to the ear infection heading. And then last, we can click on pages. And you could see the thumbnails of those pages where we have those results. We're going to click the second thumbnail to jump to that page. And then we can click up and down arrows in the upper right-hand corner of the navigation page to scroll through all occurrences. So right here, we can go up and down, and that will go through all the different occurrences throughout. So this is just an easy way for you to navigate searching for something inside of your document. You can see all the different places it comes up. Maybe you misspelled a word. Maybe you need to change a word inside of a document. This will show you every time that it comes up, so you're easily able to make those changes. So we're going to go ahead and close that navigation pane. So now we're going to scroll to the page 4 and select symptoms. In the heading. And we're going to go to insert on the ribbon. We're going to go over to links, which is the subheading. We're going to go to bookmarks. And then we're going to enter symptoms as the bookmark name and then hit add.
Within the book symptoms?
Okay, from there, we're going to press Control Home on your keyboard. So hold down the Control key and then press Home. That should take you to the very top of your document. Okay, so finishing up where we left off at. We pressed Control Home. We got to the top of our document, W7D6. We're going to insert. We're going to go back to links and we're going to go to bookmark. And symptoms should already be highlighted. So we went to insert. Then under links, we went to bookmark. And then symptoms should already be highlighted. And we're just going to click on go to. So as you can tell, with having your bookmarks, basically it's kind of like your favorites in a web browser. It takes you exactly to where you left off at in your document. You know, you can have multiple bookmarks in there if need be to help you browse around your document. Okay, splitting the window. We go to view. We could go to window, which is going to be the bottom task pane. And we could go to split. So now you can see that I have two separate documents, or the same document, just split in two different windows.
Where should I have to have my,
Like, what's the purpose?
And that will remove the split for you. Once you're done, we're going to go ahead and save this file. Yes. Then last but not least, working with large tables. Options on the table tools layout contextual tab. You can use cell margins, can be adjusted to increase or decrease white space in cells, making a table seem less dense. Repeated column headers at the top of each page make the data easier to understand. Landscape orientation allows more room for a wide table. And captions can be added to clarify the topic. So a lot of times you might want tables inside of your Word document, whether it be a table that you create inside of Word, or maybe it's something that you created in Excel and you wanted to bring over into Word in order to have a table with some of the information that you needed in there. So in order to get a table going, we're going to go ahead and open W7D7, seminar attendees.
this, right?
Yes, we're going to close out the one that we're currently in.
Close it? Yes.
Yes.
And then go to.
W7D7 seminar attendees. And of course, the first thing that we do is file save as. We're going to do a browse. And this is going to be W7D7 seminar attendees revised. And then hit save. Yes. Okay, once you get that, we're going to choose layout in the ribbon, page setup, and the subheading. We're going to go to orientation. Nope. And then we're going to choose landscape.
Orientation, you said?
Yes, orientation. And then landscape.
I used the other layout. That's why I was.
So now we're going to choose table. So now if you click on the table, so right here, this table here, this is your table. We're going to click on that. Now there's another layout that pops up over here. You get table design and then you get layout once you're clicked inside that table.
Is it where it says table tools?
Oh, I don't. So it should be a layout, right? And then.
We're going to go to the cell size dialog box launcher. So of course, we're going to go to cell size is the subheading. And we're going to do the pop out for the launcher. You should get the table properties box. And we're going to click on the table tab if not already selected. We're going to do the preferred width of 9. And then we're going to click OK.
It's gonna be It's gonna go to the,
Fur width is going to 9. From there, we're going to go to layout and alignment. And then we want to go to cell margins. So you should have the cell margins. And in the table options dialog box, change the top and bottom margin to 0.05. So that's for top and bottom. So 0.05.
The left one should be 8 because I clicked in there by accident and changed it, so it should be
0.08.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit OK. Now we're going to choose table layout, cell size dialog box launcher, and we're going to go to the row tab. So layout, cell size. We're going to click on the launcher once again. We're going to go to row, the row tab. And we're going to place a check mark in the repeat as header row at the top of each page. Hold on, I think. Sorry, you have to click on, so hit cancel on that screen. Click cancel on the screen.
click the allow row to break the across. We're gonna
Hit-
take that out.
Hit cancel on that screen, please. Click on the where it says first name, last name. Click on one of those rows or one of those columns. And now click on the cell size launcher and go to row. And now you should have the repeat as header row at the top of each page. You're going to click on that checkbox and then hit OK.
But it still have are we gonna take that, the one on top, we're gonna take them off?
No, we're still leaving that there.
So leave everything, okay.
Okay.
And repeat the header row?
Yes, we're going to check that one. And then you can hit OK. So if you scroll to page 2, you will see now that that header row is also on page 2. So as you go through your document, it will always, Ha-
And then go-
okay. So now we're gonna scroll down to the header of the page of top two. We're gonna go to choose references from the ribbon.
We're gonna go page 2.
Yes,
And then choose references.
yep, and then captions as a subheader. And we're gonna go to insert caption.
No, I don't. Yeah, right there. Oh, right there? Yeah. Okay.
And then we're gonna click on new label.
So, and the caption, we're gonna put new label?
We're gonna select a new label.
Okay.
In the new label dialog box, we're gonna type in childhood disease seminar attendees. And then click OK. And then click OK. And then OK.
The caption says one after attendees.
That's fine. Yep, hit OK. And now if you scroll to the bottom of your document, you should see that caption there. And then where it says the number 1, we're going to click down there and we're going to hit the backspace twice to delete that. And it should remove the number 1. After that, go ahead and save your document.